Marcus Garvey was supposed to be inspired by Booker T. Washington. And he says, I found that interesting. I almost don't want to believe it. Because everything Garvey was about, in my mind, there's a key. There's a key. He says, in my mind. So he telling you right off top, he don't have an open mind for what scholars say. He don't have an open mind for what research say. Somebody told him Marcus Garvey is only about taking foundational Black Americans out of the country, and he's running with it. He ain't picked up a book. He ain't read the speeches by Marcus Garvey. He ain't read nothing about the trial. He just running with somebody told him. That word of mouth, he say, she say. But he's supposed to be, he says he's a learned man or enlightened man and a reasonable man. So he says that in my research, he was 180 degrees different from Booker T. Washington. Now, I ain't making this up, and I'm not putting words in his mouth. I'm playing it so you can hear it.
I found that interesting, and I almost don't want to believe it. Because everything Garvey was about, in my mind, in my research, he was 180 degrees different from Booker T. Washington. Okay? So don't forget, Marcus Garvey was he was a so-called pan-Africanist, and he thought Africa for the Africans, and he wanted to repatriate foundational Black Americans to Africa.
Now, so like I said, one receipt. Because you're not gonna say I made it up. You're not gonna say I'm exaggerating his words. His words were Marcus Garvey was inspired by Booker T. Washington. I found that interesting, and I almost don't want to believe it because everything Garvey was about, in my mind, in my research, I would like to know what research that he did. Because now I'll be the first to tell you, I am not a Marcus Garvey scholar. I have not spent my life dedicated. I have not spent my academic career dedicated to studying Marcus Garvey. But the cursory glance that you could say that I have given over the years, I've read things about Marcus Garvey over the years. I've read things from Marcus Garvey over the years. I've never heard nobody ever told me that all Marcus Garvey wanted to do was take foundational Black Americans out of the country. So right off top, it just sounds like a preposterous statement.
Shabazz, break it down with the proper perspective. So much controversy and a lot of deception. You don't know who's coming through with the light and reflection, and whose mouth is mumbling, trick knowledge deceptive. Shabazz, break it down with the proper perspective. So